Have you ever thought that how oil is a significant resource for Azerbaijan? The main reason for that oil export played a crucial role in the improvement of Azerbaijan. And therefore, I would like to today mention and highlight two environmental issues in Azerbaijan. And these issues are oil contamination and the solid and its hazardous waste. So, to begin with oil contamination and its hazardous waste. Some 10,000 hectares of the land on the Absheron Peninsula have been contaminated by oil as a result of decades-long oil and gas exploration and exploitation in that area and its foreshore. The extent of waste disposal by enterprises in Sumgayit, established in 1940s as leading petrochemical base and has been subject of numerous reports. The degree of recycling and the neutralizing of the waste has declined significantly since 1991, in line with the disruption of links among different industrial facilities in the aftermath of the independence. Recent activities to decontaminate oil-affected soils and deal with mercury sludge by development partner-supported undertakings. The cocktail of the waste is a potent one not limited to oil and mercury but including also storage of obsolete agrochemical and low-level radioactive waste. Declared an ecological disaster zone in 1992, later attempts to tackle environmental decline in Sumgayit through a revival of the town's economic fortunes appear to be stalled. There is no shortage of the official calls to clean contaminated sites and adopt best of the international practices. The Hazardous Waste Management Agency was created Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources in 2003. A national hazardous waste strategy developed with the World Bank backing now exists in draft form. Among the missing ingredients are contemporary waste legislation, waste inventory system, and the use of market-based approaches to dealing with the problem. The existing and the potential problems of transboundary movement of hazardous waste also need attention. Considering all these factors, the oil contamination should be prevented, the mentioned waste and its backwards. So, when it comes to solid and hazardous waste, to begin with, the uncertain quantity of solid domestic waste, often mixed with non-toxic industrial waste and hazardous substances, is generated in cities and other settlements in Azerbaijan. The largest part of this waste is delivered to landfills, some official, others unorganized. Normally, private companies contracted by municipalities perform the collection and disposal. None of the landfills meet international sanitary standards. Smaller towns tend to have not only for the quality of local life but also for surface water quality. This is the case particularly in settlements vulnerable to periodic flooding. Waste is often burned in the open. Except for bottles, there is no waste separation. Management of landfills, where it exists, is a matter of simple compacting. Very low percentage of waste is recycled. Official figures may well underestimate the extent of informal recycling. But even if they do, the underlying inadequacy of solid waste management is all too obvious. Several now organizations or companies and some non-government organizations have appeared recently, attempting to tap the existing scientific know-how and adapt it to needs of waste recycling and waste remediation. As to medical waste in larger facilities, of Baku, medical waste tends to be disinfected by hypochlorite solution before disposal, and synergies and sharp objects are separated. But such practice are not formally followed in smaller facilities in the countryside. An international non-government organization, International Medical Corps, has been introducing government approved incinerators in its community-based healthcare program in selected districts of the country. So that's all for my part, and I would like to sound all people to prevent these environmental issues with a certain activities that can be done